is the hottest talk show host on television, and she's here with us this morning. We're talking about Wendy Williams, and she joins us now from New York City. How are you feeling? I shouldn't say how are you feeling. I should say how you doing.
How you doing?
I need some help
Hey,
with
Carrie.
that. I grew up on the Joey Tribbiani "How you doing," so it's an adjustment now to how you doing.
Yeah, I get it. You know, you spread your bottom lip and you dim your eyes and you affect it kind of like a drag queen. How you doing?
I'm going to work on that in my spare time because we have much better stuff to talk with you about today. Your show hit the nation a few weeks ago and has really been well received. So you've got to be feeling great about that.
I do feel great, but I also know that, the American public is very fickle, and there are lots of wonderful choices during daytime. I don't just do a show. I'm a fan of daytime TV.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I watch, the Tyras and the Rachels and the Dr. Phils and the Oprahs. And years ago, I watched Sally Jesse Raphael and Mike Douglas and Dinah Shore.
Right.
And I love the court shows. I love Judge Judy and Judge Marilyn Milian and those people. So people have a lot of choices out there, and I just hope that somewhere in there they find our show.
Who has been your favorite guest so far, and who are you dying to get?
Well, I don't have a favorite guest.
Mm-hmm.
Believe it or not even in radio, and my TV career is brand new. I was on radio for 23 years, but I don't have a favorite guest because I think that people look for an answer which would be obvious, like an A-lister,
Yeah.
An A-lister would be either a dream guest or a favorite guest. But I got to tell you something. To me, being an interviewer for many, many years, I've discovered a great conversation with a celebrity has to do with somebody who is going to be a talker.
Yeah.
Janice Dickinson might not be, Demi Moore, but I interviewed with Janice Dickinson. She's on today's show.
Yeah.
She was a wonderful talker.
Right.
I had no idea that Joan Rivers and Cloris Leachman would be such great talkers either. Vanessa Williams has been on the show. She was a good talker. Jordan Sparks performed.
Yeah.
And I stood and I talked to her after her performance, but I wish that I had more time with that young lady. She was a great guest. In the coming weeks, I have Kathy Griffin coming on the show, and Smokey Robinson, who I've never met.
Yeah.
But something tells me that he will fit right into the fray of this messy show.
I think one of the things that really sets your show apart from some of the other people that you've mentioned that you have great respect for, but what I see is really different when I watch is how interactive it can be. I mean, the audience can jump up, say anything, ask anything just about at any moment. I mean, when you're getting tweets from Chris Brown, I mean, how much more interactive can you get than that? What was that about?
It's good, right?
I would say.
Apparently Chris was at the airport, and he tweeted that somebody standing near him, a guy standing near him, reminded me of, Wendy Williams. Well, in other words, he's saying that I look like a man. Well, what this young man doesn't understand is that, old Miss Wendy has been around for a while regarding radio, and I've got a huge funny bone, and before I make a joke about anybody else, I can break myself down head to toe and make jokes. A long time ago, many moons ago, Carrie, I made the correlation between my persona and that of a drag queen. So therefore, Chris Brown wasn't saying anything. I tell you what the young junior can do, though. He can go get himself some help and stop beating up women, because that there is a fact. He can watch himself. He can watch his movements with that girl before he ends up in jail.
I heard that. It is amazing how fast word travels, between the Twitter and the blog, and, even on our shows, we're chatting live with people as we're on the air. Do you embrace that kind of technology? Do you feel like it makes life and work harder, or do you dig it?
I mean, I am on Twitter. You can go to my website, wendyshow.com. I'm also doing Facebook. Wendyshow.com has all of that. I find those things to be too revealing and too intrusive, and I really do think that modern technology has broken down communication. Plain old simple talking, the way me and you are doing, or the way I do with my audience. You know, it is real easy to be a Twitter gangster like Chris Brown attempted to be. That little boy would never come in my face and tell me I look like a man, but guess what I would do? Because I'm that type of girl. I would tell him, yes, I do have manly ways between the wigs, the bigness, the shoes. You know, when I put on my shoes, Carrie, I'm like 6'5" today. I'm 5'11" in flat feet. What I do is I have the guts to say it like I mean it. What most people that I find that I talk to don't have is the guts to say it like they mean it. And people hide behind emails and they hide behind Twitter. And, you know, I participate in modern technology. Do I like it? No, because I'm a communicator like you, Carrie. You know, I majored in communications. You know, I come from a household where at 5 o'clock, when dinner was served, there was no TV in the house, in the kitchen. You know, we had to come with conversation, and not the kind of conversation where we're splitting verbs or acting, you know, ignorant. Although I do have my ignorant ways. It's my own form of rebellion.
Well, you know what? I have a background in radio, too, so I get you.
Yeah, I mean...
We'll have to talk more about that next time, though, unfortunately. I'm getting the wrap.
Oh, you are? Oh, it was fun, Carrie. Nice talking to you again.
Good talking to you again, too. Maybe we'll get to chat a third time soon. Congratulations, Wendy.
Take care, Carrie. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye. All right, you can catch more of that straight talk on the Wendy Williams Show right here on Fox 43 TV.